How to get a business loan with no credit history. We've helped thousands of clients that have been in this predicament, and there's so many people out there that are in the situation where they started their business, but they have limited to no credit history, and they have very big challenges as far as getting the funding they need in order to get their business going. So, on this quick video, I'm going to give you the tips, the secrets on how you can quickly start building your business credit, even though you have no credit history, and how you can get funding within months, hundreds and thousands of dollars, solely based on your business and your business alone with no personal guarantee. Let's get started. So real quick, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brian, of course, founder of Pennington Consulting Group, and we've helped thousands and thousands of borrowers just like yourself quickly start, fund, or even expand their businesses. One of the biggest challenges that I've had is a client that had no personal credit history, and clearly they had no business credit history at all. And how can we get this client funded? So real quick, before I get into the secrets and how you can get this done, how you can get hundreds and thousands of dollars solely based on your business name within months after your business is opened, let's quickly understand what is business credit and what is personal credit. So we should know by now what personal credit is. There's three major personal credit bureaus out there. There's tons of them out there, but the three major ones are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And what they do is they go out there and gather information about your trade lines. Your trade lines being all the different accounts that you have, credit cards, auto loans, student loans, your payment history, any judgments, any liens, any information, negative or positive, as it pertains to you paying and dealing with your debts. Now, what happens is this information is used by a company called FICO to generate a credit score, okay? Now, this score is what lenders use for their underwriting guidelines in order for them to pre-qualify a client based on a specific score. So they have some way of kind of evaluating risk and gauging as to what type of clients that they want to attract. So that's number one. That's how you understand personal credit, okay? Now, business credit, very similar but completely different, okay? Similar in the sense that, yes, information is gathered as it pertains to your business credit history, the business's trade lines, and all their accounts that it has. In addition to that, similar in the sense that there is a score. Okay, we're not talking about a FICO score, I should say. We're actually talking about what we call a paydex score, which is controlled by a company called Dun & Bradstreet. In the business credit world, there's three major credit bureaus as well. We have Experian Business, we have Equifax Business, and then we have Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet is a credit bureau, but they also generate the business credit score, which is the paydex credit score. Now, the goal is to start building business credit, even regardless of your personal credit. You can start building business credit and actually start having lenders you can start attracting lenders so you can get the funding that you need solely based on your business and your new business alone. Now, in order for you to get this done first, you have to have a legitimate business set up. You cannot do this with a sole proprietor, or you cannot do this with just simple DBA, you doing business under your personal name. You actually have to have a legitimate business setup. And this is the process that you need to follow in order for you to have a legitimate business setup. Number one, you have to register with the Secretary of State, okay? So quickly go to your state and register your business with the Secretary of State, either from an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp. These are all the different types of legal structures that are available for you. You decide what works best for you. Majority of the students that I've worked with, an LLC will do just fine. Stands for Limited Liability Corporation. Now that you have your corporation established, this is what they call incorporating or establishing a corporation. That's basically the first step, is registering that business with the state. The next step that you need to do is you need to go ahead and register that business with the IRS, getting an EIN number. And you can quickly go to irs.gov and get that business, the EIN number pulled. The next thing that you need to do is you need to go ahead and make sure you do the minimum due diligence, is what I call it. Make sure you have a business email address. Make sure you have a business website, okay? You have to have a business website. You have to have an email address. And the email address that I'm referring to, I'm not talking about a Gmail or a Yahoo email address. It has to be a professional business email address with your business. In addition to that, I would suggest for you to get an actual business address, okay? Instead of you just using your home address, you get an actual business address, and you can quickly get a virtual address with just a few $50, maybe even $100 every single month, but it just legitimizes the business. It gives it a little bit more credibility, okay? Now, if you cannot do that, simply start with your home address. I will be just fine. In addition to this, you need to set up a Dun & Bradstreet profile. Go to iupdate.dnb. I'll probably leave a link in the below, okay? It is critically important that you get this iUpdate website set up with Dun & Bradstreet, because what's going to happen is next is you're going to get what we call a DUNS number, okay? Now, with your articles of incorporation, with your EIN number and your DUNS number, you are ready to get started. But that is the bare minimum that you need to do in order to get things going. That's the bare minimum you need to have for you to have a credible business, that you can have lenders start getting you some vendor lines, some fleet cards, or even some net 30 accounts, okay? These are some starter accounts for businesses. Net 30 are accounts that you can pay off within 30, 60, or even 90 days. Some vendor cards are credit lines that are issued to even newly formed businesses. Major companies that offer these are companies like Uline, Granger, Accurate, Quill. These are companies, and I'll leave some more below, some links for you, but they will quickly extend credit $1,000, even up to $5,000, solely based on the business with no personal guarantee at all, okay? In addition to that, you probably want to get some fleet cards. Fleet cards are cards that you can use in order to pump gas and do things as such. What is the basic objective here? The whole point is for you to start developing business history, okay? In addition to this also, I want you to open up a checking account, and I also want you to open up a merchant account. You want to get a checking account and a merchant account because you want to start processing credit cards, okay? I have a book that I've written. I'm actually giving out a free copy of my book. You want to offer, there's going to be a link on the bottom below, but I talk about the 3 ways on how you can get funded. The only 3 ways on how you can get funded, either based on your credit, either based on your income, or either based on your assets, okay? I just want you to understand that. It doesn't matter if you're looking for $1,000 or $1 million. There's only 3 ways on how you can get funding for your business. Either based on your credit, either based on your income, or based on your assets. And what I'm covering with you on this video today is how to quickly start doing what? Building that credit side of it, okay? In addition to that, I'm talking to you about how to get that income side of it, getting that checking account, getting that merchant account, so you can start having consistent deposits into your business checking account, so you can have consistent transactions. And you need the merchant account anyway, because clients need to pay you, and the best way that people collect payments these days is through credit cards. By having those consistent transactions within a matter of months, literally months, you can quickly go out there and get an offer extended to you based on either your income or the credit that you've established based on the payment history on what's being reported to your Dun & Bradstreet. So anyway, hopefully you can kind of understand everything that we've covered today, how you can quickly, regardless of even if you have no credit history, no personal credit history, how you can quickly start building business credit and get the funding that you need for your business. Again, as I said earlier, I'm giving out a free copy of my book. I cover so much more in depth about what we're talking about here and the other different paths of lending. And I also talk about your personal credit, because your personal credit is very important. You do not want to forget about your personal credit. Even if you don't have personal credit at this time, I talk to you about how to build your personal credit, because it is a great compensating factor. As you're continuing on with your business and building your business credit, having good personal credit will help you attract much bigger lines, have much better, easier underwriting process, where you can get $50,000 to even $100,000 in credit cards with true cash access, 0% interest rates. These lines will have continuous access to them. I mean, they will help you build that business credit that we're talking about. I mean, a ton of different other benefits. So you don't want to forget about your personal credit, but definitely you can quickly and start building business credit without having good personal credit. It's something that you can definitely do. So anyway, I appreciate you for joining me again. Leave a comment below, like the video, please share and subscribe, help us grow this channel. There's going to be more content like this coming, where I educate you, give you some marbles, some jewels, something that you can use so you can go out there and actually build your business credit, because I'm with you here, okay? I want to help you build that legacy, okay? That vision that you had when you started your business, I want to help you build that legacy. I actually have a training that I'm doing right now. We have one of the best entrepreneurs incubators in the country, where we help businesses with every single aspect of their business. I mean, starting a business today is like rocket science. You have to incorporate, you have to get the EIN number, the merchant account, the website that we just talked about. You have to build a CRM, a client management system. You have to come up with the marketing, logo. You have to come up with the funding that you need. We help you with all these different facets of getting your business going, and especially if you're currently at a job right now, okay, and want to quit your 9 to 5. we guarantee that we can replace your income within 60 to 90 days. You simply need to be passionate about what you're doing, okay, and we'll help you get to that next level. There's going to be a training below. Take a look at that link. Check out that training. It's going to be probably the best 30 to 45 minutes you spend. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.